Hello. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Sorry, I'm a little late, but thank you guys for joining me tonight to talk about all the things that have happened. Welcome in, guys. I am mad for lots of different reasons, but let me say hi to everyone first, and then we'll get all into it. Nikki, hello, welcome in. Being so early because what? I know. Lovey, welcome in. Zach, hello. Kokoro Flow, welcome in. Island, welcome in. Blue Lazari, I saw it in the morning and liked one thing about this the post. The ratio was 3 comments to 1 like, because really, what was that? I agree. Angelica Lamb, hello, welcome in. Unky, hello. Lady Dark, hello. Don't you dare use Caleb as a shield. Literally, we're going to talk all about that. Coralina, hello, welcome in. Seraphine, hello, welcome in. Sophia, hello. Kaylee, I don't remember if I said hi to you, but Kaylee, hello, welcome in. Cat Lady, hello. IDK Lucifer, welcome in. Kennedy Johnson, welcome in. I'm losing my spot, aka June, hello, welcome in. Bianca, hello, welcome in. Laura, hello, welcome in. Otto, hello, welcome in. Melissa, hello, welcome in. Lady K, hello, welcome in. I am losing my spot. Homie, hello, welcome in. Winter, hello, welcome in. Winter, I think you told me I could call you Winnie, right? Is that a true statement? Because if so, that is what I will remember to call you. Gigi, hello, welcome in. Cozy Topias, hello. Bunny, hello. Oh my god, everyone is here. Ohum, hello, welcome in. They've got Joy mad. As you can tell by the title of today's stream, I am indeed very mad. A collective hello to anyone that is lurking. You do not need to come out of your lurk, but I appreciate you being here and lurking. Isabella, hello, welcome in. Mayhem Projected, hello, welcome in. Hello. My memory is impressive with everyone's names. I used to be a teacher, so I have some of that going for me. Before we talk about the obvious situation in the room, I want to just vent personally, because Infold, you done messed up. You ruined a lot of things for freaking everybody. So sorry, I'm just gonna do a personal vent. Wednesday is Fields of Mystria 1.0, and in case you didn't know, I've been covering Fields of Mystria on my channel for a while, and I'm gonna be streaming a super long stream for Wednesday. So in honor of that, do you know what I did? I prepped all new scenes for streaming and all new transitions, because the theme of my channel has always been like magical girl, as you can tell by the member badges, which are stars that evolve into like a moon. So could we just look at these new scenes? Like, would you look at this? And then this? And I was gonna unveil it on Wednesday, like, oh, everyone, congrats, Fields of Mystria 1.0, look. We have new scenes and everything. But then Infold was like, you know, it would be really funny if we just came out with a Caleb banner out of nowhere and not address the community about Valko whatsoever. So I had no choice but to do an impromptu stream tonight and address the community, because Infold won't address the community. So I had to unveil my new scenes now, instead of, I couldn't possibly wait to see everybody again until Fields of Mystria. I would not feel right going into Fields of Mystria not talking about this stupid situation. So thank you for letting me have my moment to show you the new scenes and transitions I worked on getting all weekend for Fields of Mystria. Thank you for letting me have that. I'm really glad you guys like the transitions. I spent all of Sunday getting it prepared. The title of stream is Savage. For anyone that didn't look at the title of the stream, it is donating my spine because Infold doesn't have one. So thank you. Thank you for all the nice comments on the transitions and the new scenes. I really appreciate that. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Thank you guys. Yes, just bring back Valko. I agree. I agree. Also, hello to anyone that is coming in right now. My mind is all over the place. Title is accurate. I know. I know. So, quick intro at the top of stream in case anyone here is new. Hi, my name's Joy, and I am a creator here on YouTube. I stream exclusively on YouTube. I've been playing Love in Deepspace since the very beginning of 2026, but I cover other games on my channel, like Fields of Mystria, like Stardew Valley, and I've been streaming here for about a year-ish now. Very nice to have you here, and if you have been here before, well, welcome back. Welcome back. We do have a Discord community, which I will be referencing because I've pinned some resources in there. So if you want to join the Discord, the link is in the video description down below, or you can do !Discord, and then you can get the link that way and join us there. So that's my first little thing, just a quick intro for anyone new here. I'm so mad at Infold right now. Love the transitions. Thanks, Melissa. Same. I'm in the same boat as you are. Okay. The other thing I just want to say at the top of stream, if you've been here for any recent amount of time, you know that Caleb is my main in Love and Deepspace. You know that Caleb is my main. So you can imagine how pissed off I am about what's happened. Oh my god, thank you for the congrats on the 1.6k. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But with that being said, I love all of the love interests. I love each of them in their own way, even if I don't main all of them. I main Caleb mostly, and then a little bit of Silas. I was very excited about Valko because I was going to add him into my unholy trinity. So I've always wanted him there the moment he got announced. So as you can imagine, I'm pretty upset about this whole situation. However, as upset as I am about it, I don't want to like shame anyone who is going to choose to pull on this banner or to get the card. That is your business and your prerogative to do so. I just want to talk about the facts of what has transpired, and I want to talk about like realistically what we can do about it. I also don't want to talk about the rumors, but we will address something about them sort of at the beginning here after we chat a little bit. But I wanted you to know that I don't tolerate any kind of love interest bashing here. I love all of them, and I think they all deserve a place in the game, and they're all important to the plot of Love in Deepspace. And as upset as I am that like this is happening with Caleb and the Caleb card coming out when it wasn't his turn, blah blah blah, whatever. No shame to anyone who's happy about this card and wants the card. None whatsoever. I'm just upset that this is what Infold chose to do in the middle of this situation. Yeah, Infold communication out the window, literally. Yeah, so I'll go through and read some of your comments now, and then we can chat about some of the things that I've come across. They did more than censor his number. Everything is covered AI gibberish. Okay, I saw that. Like, for anyone that doesn't know, his... Caleb is your main, never would have guessed. For anyone that doesn't know, the number 5 is Caleb's number, like when he plays basketball, and it's been part of his lore. However, there's no number 5 evident on his jersey in the new card because presumably it's been censored, which sucks. That really, really sucks. Also, like, I'm a big believer that cards are made in advance, so I don't think they just like whipped this up overnight. I think he was meant to have like a solo basketball card, but I do think parts of it were rushed and the quality just doesn't seem there. It doesn't seem like it's there as much as it typically should be. So that's upsetting too. I truly want to believe that they are planning, organizing, and thinking of the best words and the best strategy to present to us, but it's getting tiresome waiting for their goodwill. Okay, yeah, and here, Lady Dark, is my other thing that I want to say. Some of you might know me as like one of the people on YouTube who makes Valko, Hopecore, whatever. I'm going to continue to try to be that voice. However, I also just want to say that I believe things are continuing to happen behind the scenes at Infold. I don't know what those things are, and I don't even actually want to bother speculating too much about what those things are. And just from like a cultural perspective, I don't want to comment on what they might be going through. I'm going to leave that up to other creators who know that kind of stuff better than me. What I am going to tell you is if you're pissed off at Infold, you have a right to feel pissed off. I'm not going to tell you like, oh, well, let's excuse them, let's defend them. I don't really want to defend them. I just, I want it to be known that I'm sure they're doing things behind the scenes. Unclear what that is, but I'm not going to sit here and like make excuses or anything for them. So if you're mad, you have every right to be mad because the announcement of the Caleb card didn't even try to acknowledge their silence, let alone Valko. Valko aside, they didn't even acknowledge the fact that we haven't heard from them in a month. And I just don't like that. I don't appreciate that, and I'm sure a lot of you don't either because we were just left in the dark for so long. Yeah, what they did to Caleb is unfair. I agree. It wasn't even his turn to have a card because let's be honest, they weren't going to put Raphael's myth out there, which tells me that they knew it would have not done well. And it tells me that they would rather just like sacrifice a different card like Caleb's before they just put Raphael out, which really sucks. Like, Caleb doesn't deserve that. None of the love interests deserve anything like that. No one who mains these people deserve anything like that at all. And it just, again, it tells me that they're aware that they can't do that, and yet they still don't address the situation. So it's really sad. I'm pissed. The silence is worse than any other choice they could make. Yeah, the silence feels like, I don't even know. It feels almost like a narcissistic parent. I was very confused by the Caleb banner release. Me too. I would have been shocked if they came out with a Raphael myth and just like dropped that. I would have been shocked if they did that. And really, I would have thought they were super tone deaf if that's what they did. But at the same time, I kind of knew like, well, they can't keep surviving on reruns over and over again. Because I don't know how that would be feasible for them. But I didn't see a Caleb card coming because we just had his birthday in June. So it really sucks. Also, yeah, second of all, what is MC wearing? Why is she wearing that outfit when she's playing basketball with him? He looks like he was there to play sports, and she looks like she was going to go to a business meeting. What is that? What is that? That sucks. And I hate that. I love my boy Caleb, but Infold, what is going on? Literally. Yeah. I imagine there's a reason that they have said nothing for a month. My guess is their lawyers are keeping them from saying anything. That's about like the most justified reason I can give too, is that they have a reason to not say anything whatsoever. And now they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. That's just the truth of it. Like, damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Because if that's true, if they have lawyers that are keeping them from saying anything about Valko, they can't possibly just be quiet forever. They have cards they want to release. They have money that they want to make back. Their July revenue tanked. It was pretty bad. But like, yeah, they came out with a Caleb card. Of course people were going to be mad. Of course. And it sucks. Yeah, and her face is hidden again, which I hate. And the times that you can see her face for like a glimpse, girl has no expression on her face. None. And I hate it. Yeah, and they just recently sold the sporty outfits. Why not just put her in one of those? Literally. That's the part where I'm like, was that part rushed? Like, you're just throwing her in an outfit she already has. I don't know what we're doing. Low-key, I just gotta stop following what Infold is doing and crawl back to a date with death and obey me. Someone DM me when Valko is back. And that's a valid response too. Like, if you just need a break from all of this and to go play other games, do it. Do it, because there's only so much more that we can do other than continue to make our voices be heard. I was too distracted by them cutting off MC's head in the trailer. Do you mean when she's sitting on his shoulder? Because what was that? What was that? Another oh my god. Another promise broken with no communication. How are they going to even win back the fan base? Don't even get me started on MC's outfit. Boots while playing basketball. See, and that's the other part too that I so agree with, which is at this point there's been a lot of damage that's been done, and I have no idea how they're going to fix all of this, because trust has been hurt and it has to be repaired. It just keeps getting worse, it feels like, with the silence. And then here's a Caleb card that looks like the quality has gone down a lot. And also, we're not going to say anything about the Valko situation and just continue to, you know, pretend like it didn't even happen. I haven't logged on to the game in so long. I haven't either. I haven't logged on either. Why can't they dress us correctly for the occasion? Literally, like, it looked so weird, especially because Caleb looks so dressed for the occasion and we don't. Is it really fixable at this point? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think that's for Infold to decide and to show us what they're gonna do. Yeah, don't know how they're gonna fix it, but the longer they wait, the more irreversible the damage will be. And honestly, like, I can't blame anyone who moves on, who like chooses to move on from the game and go and play other games. Like, I can't fault anyone for wanting to do that, because it's also not fair to expect people to wait around forever for them to maybe say something about Valko, let alone bring him back. We do have a birthday coming up soon. We have Zane, and then not too long after is Xavier, right? So that's like the other issue I see with this, is the birthdays and then the alleged multi-banner, which I don't know what's happening with the multi, but that's a problem. And then the main story updates that we're supposed to get in September and October. There's a toxic man on Infold who reported who wanted lads to fail because it surpassed the male wife games. They can't accept it, but they don't want to work with women. I think, yeah, that's something I heard too, Gigi, and I think that's an example of one of the rumors that we have to just ignore for now, because I don't know where they're getting that information from, and it very well could be possible, but I don't know where they're getting that stuff from. Honestly, they've lost the fans' trust, and even if they bring Valko back, I think it's unlikely they'll emerge unscathed from this. 100%, yeah. Damage has been done, and the game will never be the same at this point. There's just no way that it will go back to 100% being the same. So maybe we start making our own Otome games. I saw people in the Valko HQ subreddit saying that, like, oh, well, who wants to start our own game? And honestly, like, yeah. I was surprised Caleb's banner didn't come out in June, given that he's a Gemini. Probably because that it was his birthday month in June, so he had a birthday banner then. Their best chances are new players that are going to join after all of this without knowing anything about what happened. I agree. They need some like fresh meat who were not involved in this drama to help them a little bit. Although now, since it's become such a huge issue, I wouldn't be surprised if more people outside of this fandom did know about Valko. Main story updates are most likely going to be pushed back. They already pushed back Raphael's myth. I agree. And it feels like it remains unclear as to why they're pushing it back beyond just like them figuring things out behind the scenes. I don't know if them pushing out this Caleb banner was like a let's test the waters and see what happens or whatever, but yeah, I think other reasons we'll just have to see. My concern is that multi-banner, the August multi-banner that is like sort of Chinese Valentine's Day themed. I am convinced Valko had a card in that banner. And what I don't know is if what they're trying to do is wait and push that back so that they know if they're keeping Valko's card in it or not. Or if they're just gonna delay that too. But I don't know that they could delay it just because of the date. Like, I think it has to be around a certain time. And you know what brings fresh meat? A new character. What a concept! What a concept that in an Otome style game, new characters bring new players. Wild. We're missing a Valentine's Valko card. Yeah, it's someone in the chat might know it better than me, but it's like a Chinese Valentine's Day themed one. Apparently they do it every August. I forget the name, but I'm just convinced that they've already written Valko into it because he was supposed to come out on July 9th. And there was just no way that that card wasn't already developed. So is it possible that they're scrambling behind the scenes to see, like, are we going to keep it? Are we going to remove Valko from this banner? Yeah, I think that is very possible. Honestly, if this whole mess didn't happen in the first place, things would likely be on schedule or more on schedule. Still a dumpster fire, don't get me wrong, but it wouldn't be this disastrous. Agreed. Yeah, they ruined the scheduling with all of this. And see, they can't delay birthdays. They can't be like, we're pushing Zane's birthday back. That would be crazy if they did that. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure they won't delay birthdays, but things like the myth, the multi-banner, the story, I could see them pushing it back further. I think that's what they did. Sacrifice Caleb to test the waters, and then if we pull, then everything is forgotten. I kind of have that suspicion too, because Raphael's myth was already supposed to be revealed. So unless they're like rewriting stuff in that card and had to delay it for that reason, I think that they were like, let's put this less valuable card out there and see what happens. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. It's the Quixie Festival. I don't know how to pronounce it, but yes, that one. That's the card. I'm sure Valko had a card. I mean, that's the banner I'm sure Valko had a card for. Dear devs, please just leak Valko if he's not even destined to be released. At least that way we can see him one last time. Literally. Yeah, literally. That's so disgusting. They're basically like Hoyo with Genshin making money and refusing to listen to quality of life suggestions and investing more in their other games. Yeah, and one delineation I want to make is that this like frustration is very much pointed at the executives at Infold, not the creative team, not the development team. Those poor people likely did not have any say in any of this. I'm sure they tried to make their voices heard, but like that team of people that developed Valko's character is hurting badly too, because that's like 2 years of work that they watched go down the drain. So it's just that small group of higher ups and executives that are doing all of this stuff and making it terrible. Also, everyone, we're over 100 in here and less than 40 likes. Let's show how we feel by supporting our wonderful joy by bonking the like button. Thank you, homie, for the reminder. Yes, please bonk the like button. I would super appreciate that. What if they release him for Chinese Valentine's, though? You mean like a shadow stealth drop? You mean like a shadow stealth drop? I wouldn't be mad, personally. I wouldn't be mad. Like, technically, that would be maybe their safest bet. They don't say anything and they just drop him and then they say something, because then he's already there and it's too late. It really would be such a shame if all of that money and time that went into Valko is completely wasted. That's the other thing. Like, I am not convinced that they want to still keep him canceled because of all of the time and resources they sank into creating him. It just seems so stupid. It seems like such a bad business move to let that all be wasted when they never saw a return on their investment. I just don't get it. I said this before, but the only excuse for them to release that video is to be held at gunpoint, because what the actual heck, the audacity is astonishing. And you know what? For $1 billion company, are you really telling me that you couldn't figure out a way to like protect your employees and your staff for anything? Not even just like this situation, but for anything. Are you really telling me that $1 billion company can't figure that out? Like, come on. Come on. Did you hear that, Infold? We know you lurk in here. Infold, if you're in here, listen. Listen. In my stream alone right now, there's 105 people in here. And these 105 people want to give you money for Valko. Do you not want it? Do you not want it? I don't understand. Are they ignoring their gacha revenue numbers? If that doesn't show how angry we are, nothing will. Literally, they were down like 73%. They didn't even make the top 10 in gacha games. Like, I don't understand. It's insane. I'm sure they feel like they're scrambling. That's pretty bad. That's a significant drop between their usual and then what happened last month. You read a letter from them confirming that they've been watching. There's also been evidence that they creep on the Weibo super topics about Valko and stuff. So like, they're fully aware. Also, for anyone that doesn't know, the Letters for Valko initiative, where you can like go to lettersforvalko.com and submit a letter. When some of our CN sisters printed those letters and took them to the coffee shop, they bought 100 coffees for the Infold staff, and they set the letters up so that they could go read them in the coffee shop. All coffees were claimed. So they saw that too. They saw that too. I don't know how thoroughly they looked at the letters, but they got their free coffee and saw all of that. So send a smoke signal to us at least, please. Infold, blink once if you're in here. Send a heart emoji if you're in here, Infold. So we'll know. One thing I'm confused about is, did they censor every number in the game? Because that just makes the game look bad. I don't know if they censored every number, Bubs, but I know the Catch-22 ones were for sure, and then the Caleb jersey didn't have number 5 on it. We'll make it rain on you like you're the most loved stripper in Fold. Exactly, Infold. Like, we will make it rain. I went and commented on all of their videos about Caleb, the Caleb banner, and their X posts and their Instagram posts. And I said, bring back Valko. I spammed them a little bit. Like, I wanted to kind of annoy them. I wouldn't be mad if they blocked me at this point. But in my comments, I made it very clear that I'm a Caleb whale and I'm not going to spend a dime until they fix this problem. So I would make it rain on you too, Infold, but not like this. Not like this. They're lurking on Weibo like a spider in the corner. Literally, yeah. Literally. I heard they wanted to change the N109 zone and it will become the N zone? What? Why? That doesn't even make any sense. No. That's ridiculous. Wanted to celebrate my new kitty Zane being part of my family. Thought, okay, Zane, I got him ironically after seeing my cardiologist. I wanted to celebrate on Zane's birthday to heal after the loss of Valko. Oh my gosh, Gigi, that's so sweet. I am sending all the love to you and your new baby Zane. Hard to say if the new Caleb trailer censored the text and clothes, as there have been clothes with gibberish too. Yeah, I have no idea what they're doing with that. I also just feel like the quality wasn't there. I don't feel like the quality was there. Is 109 a special number in China? Someone check. Yeah, I have no idea. I almost feel like if they're censoring numbers, they would just censor all of them to be safe. Yeah, please don't change the name of the N109 zone. They would think of all the audio they'd have to go back and change. How many times does Silas say N109 zone? They'd have to change that so much. I'm a VIP and did the same thing. Went to every post and told them that I have 100% of Caleb and will not pull on this one. Exactly, yeah. No Valko, no money. Exactly. The sweat was great quality. This is true. Caleb sweating was pretty great quality. I think the men need some copium. They figured out women goon as much as they do, and they're not involving them. Listen, if you're a man in here, if you're a man who's into women and you're in here, and you don't realize how much we enjoy gooning over stuff, I mean, this is your wake-up call, dude. This is your wake-up call. Yeah, that would be so stupid. N109 zone can't be anything but. It's part of the story. Like, yeah, let's not change that. The number 109 does not have a specific standalone traditional meaning in Chinese culture, but its individual digits combine the concepts of completeness or 100 and eternity. Interesting. Official Gotcha Phoenix, hello, welcome in, good evening. My guess is now the gibberish can mean that all love interest is live on Phylos and that Xavier's home language, and they're all from Phylos now. Aliens? I could see that. They gave a little taste for Caleb since Caleb mains cried about him. I mean, yeah, I'm a Caleb main and I do not care for pulling on this banner because I care more that they fix the Valko issue and release him as intended because he was part of the story as intended. So no thanks. Plus, depending on what happens, I mean, cards always rerun and there's always a chance at getting the card later. It's not the end of the world. Billionaires don't care about our money. I know I sound sour, but they just don't. The founders can walk away from all of this and be very wealthy, and we can't expect a game company to respond to our emotions. Erica, I agree. I mean, here's the thing that I hope just helps you in your thinking of this situation. We're all frustrated and upset with paper games right now slash Infold, and we want them to hear us and do something about this situation, which is like kind of expecting some kind of emotional response. And emotional, I mean like we're expecting them to respond to our emotions by providing a response back, but a company is not capable of showing emotion like that. That's just like the hard truth, is that they're not able to do that. So at the end of the day, they're just going to function like a business and say, you know, whatever their truth is, whatever that might be. And it sucks because, and again, that's like the executive team. I'm sure the developers and creative team behind Valko are super upset and they need a hug. And I'm sure a lot of them want to quit. Maybe some of them have quit, and it sucks. Boycotting matters, and not playing another Infold game is important. Yeah, for anyone in here that has played other Infold games, I know I have, and I feel like, okay, I've been burned by Infinity Nikki. Cool. Then I came to this game and got burned too. Great. Cool. So I agree. I know that at this point, I will never play another Infold game again, nor will I recommend it to anybody else. I know this is really bad and y'all might disagree with parts of my wishes of this game was still the same as it is, but made by Hoyoverse because they don't listen to nobody. One good thing about them. At the very least, I wish they would take some notes from Hoyoverse about listening more to their global player base, because it's not even just this situation. I know global player base has been screaming about other things and have been ignored. Hi, my name is Jasmine. I'm 22 and I'm a free-to-play player in Love and Deepspace. I'm definitely a Silas and Caleb main. Jasmine, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. I too am a Caleb main with some Silas on the side. Can you imagine getting death threats for working on a game? Literally. And it's like death threats for doing your job. Death threats for going to work and doing your job, which is making characters for a live service game. Like, insanity. I feel like Infold is the shine of gaming. I kind of agree. I can't explain it, but it seems like the banner is soulless. I can't see any care in it. Just a way to try and make money and or gain time. I feel like I understand what you mean, Lady Dark. Something about it just felt missing to me. Maybe it was because of MC's outfit. It just felt so weird to me. It didn't look right. It didn't look right. And not even a job that should have a security risk. Literally, like, I don't understand. It's insanity. Well, the bar is low if it's in competition with Hoyoverse, since they are pretty bad at listening to their players, but still better than Infold. Yeah, I mean, the bar is pretty low. The bar is pretty low. This is true. I wish someone makes a game like Love and Deepspace, but even better. And you know, that's the other thing that feels upsetting about this, because there's not another game quite like it on the market yet. There's other like 2D ones out there, but I don't think they all offer the same experience and like the high quality that we've gotten used to with Love and Deepspace. And you know, some people might not want to play a 2D game. Some people might not want to play a game that doesn't have English voice acting in it. And we were getting all of that with Love and Deepspace. So that's what really sucks too. Same, I usually laugh at them. I've already been dead twice in this lifetime. Threaten me with immortality if you want to terrify me. The bar is in hell, bruh. It literally is. The bar is in hell. I mean, at this point, we're just asking for us to be addressed, and can't even get that, so. The bar is in the darkest pits of hell. Yeah, it really is. We have been spoiled. Yeah, we've been spoiled, and I feel like, you know, they set a precedent for what a 3D live service otome game can look like and be like. And it's unfortunate that they're also doing this in the middle of it. It's unfortunate that they're doing all of this because this is like what not to do, Infold, and any other aspiring game devs that may or may not be in chat right now. This is what not to do. I saw someone on Insta say that the bar was on the ground, but Infold brought a shovel with this latest announcement. They're just trying to get it even deeper in the pits of hell. Valko's definitely coming back, but if it took him 2 years and they scrapped everything, maybe that's when we'll get him. And you know, I never played their other game, which I think is End of Service, at least on like the English side, Mr. Queen, Love's Choice. I never played that game, but my understanding is that there was a 5th love interest in that game that got canceled, and then they eventually released him. I don't know if that's true, but if that is the case, one, I would just like to say that's proof that they don't learn their lesson. And two, perhaps that's some sort of hope for Valko coming back later. I don't know. I don't know. At this rate, I might enjoy Valko for my 60th birthday. Better late than never? Question mark? I don't know. I would wait too. I mean, I would wait too. Would I be playing Love and Deepspace consistently until then? Probably not. Probably not. Might want to warn them. They could end up in America if they dig too deep. They did, and I never managed to pick up his cards. Oh, that really sucks. That sucks. It was Shaw from MLQC. I think I Googled him and I thought he was cute. But yeah, like that. So stupid. It's so stupid and it sucks. He was released as a special encounter, not a love interest. I swear if they pull that with Valko, I mean, people will riot. People will riot. They removed him and then he was just a special encounter. That's so dumb. That is so stupid. If we have to wait months or years for Valko to return, the desire to play would be long dead by then for me. Why bother? You know, valid. Valid. Silver lining I see in this: one, not spending money on the game, have more money for other things. Not too bad. Two, it has given at least me more time to play my other games, which has been nice. And that's why, like, I totally agree with you, Winnie, that people won't wait around forever. So there is a such thing as striking while the iron is hot. And I don't think Infold is gonna do that, unfortunately. The character Shaw was supposed to originally be Gavin's biological brother. Oh, interesting. So they changed that too? I have like 10% hope and 1% trust in Infold. Literally. Same. Unky, hi! Welcome in, Unky. I keep getting Facebook, your post goes against the community guidelines and we don't support these forums. Oh my gosh. That is so annoying. And I'm so sorry. But speaking of Facebook... Do I still have this? Okay. Guys. Did you guys see this? I don't know if this is true, but I just at one point today saw that their Taiwanese Facebook page got hacked. And this happened? I love you, Daddy. Savvy would understand everything. I want this to be true so badly. Like, I want this to be true so badly. I'm sorry, this is hilarious. If this is true, this is hilarious. I just like I saw another one where it just said a woo 2 times with pictures of Valko. And I saw another one that was totally not safe for work. Um, but I put it in my Discord server, so you'll have to go in our Discord to see that, but it was really funny. I don't know if it was a hack or serious. My understanding was that they got hacked. And I just think that's so funny. I love you, daddy is crazy. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Our fellow Taiwanese players are amazing. You do have to join the Discord now for these very specific purposes. This is true. The thing is, I feel like we're all realizing how much we do not need to play this game. I would certainly love to play Lads again, but now I know that it'll be okay if I don't, you know? I totally know what you mean. It's been a month and counting for me since I've played. And the more I don't play it, the more okay I am with not playing it. If that makes sense. The post in the Discord is wild. I'm so not sorry, but when I saw that, I knew I just had to put it in our Discord. I mean, he's a wolf daddy. What? Who said that? He is a wolf daddy. He is. If not daddy, why daddy shaped? You tell him, cat lady. I got the not safe for work in my work. I'm against hacking accounts, but this is precious. Yeah, and I feel like if all they did was hack it and make some Valko posts and then get out, like that's a harmless little hack there. I love you, daddy is hilarious. I guess we can consider this a lad's detox. I kind of feel like it is a little bit of a lad's detox. I do feel like that because there's been so much insanity just from every part of the fandom that it's felt nice to get some distance. It makes sense. This community is filling a big otome-shaped hole in my life. Same. And it was kind of like my first encounter with an otome style game. And I've learned some things about how other people play these games that makes me scratch my head a little bit, but you know. Which part of Discord? It's in the Love and Deepspace channel in our Discord. So you might have to go to channels and roles to get it. And then you have to scroll up to an image that I put under a spoiler tag because the image is naughty. What would be even funnier is if it was an inside job. I agree. I kind of hope it was like someone went rogue and they just did this. I would love that. Thank you, Space Ghosty, for linking the Discord. Guys, can we get some love for Space Ghosty? That's my husband, who I guess has been lurking since he came home from work. But thank you, Space Ghosty, for linking the Discord. It's been a month and 4 days since I touched Lads and I jumped back on Genshin Impact. See, other people have been jumping into other games, and I have been too. Infold disrupted the addiction system that keeps players going. If they wait much longer, the habit of playing every day will fade away. Like you said, you can accept a life without the game now. Yeah, exactly. And can we just talk about the insanity that is the high of lingering lust that we came off of, and then Once Upon a Frame, to this mess? Do you remember how wonderful life was during lingering lust? Do you remember that? That was only a couple months ago. And now Once Upon a Frame will forever haunt me as the multi-banner that we had before this shitstorm unfolded. I just hate it. I just hate it. Thanks everyone for saying hi to my husband. I appreciate that. Valko would be an excellent daddy, not shadow daddy. Seraphine, I know. Oh. I'm beside myself. Seriously, yeah, it was all before the fall of Valko. Like, I just can't believe that we went from that to this. I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. They can end the addiction, but we can still go buy fan merch with all the extra money that we have from not playing. Seriously. Yeah, like so obviously, like, I saw the news of the Caleb banner last night and got so mad and pissed, and I just went on all of their socials and yelled at them. And then this morning I came into my office, which is this room. I work from home. I have a lot of Caleb stuff on my desk. I pulled my husband in here and I was like, what do I do with all this stuff? I'm really upset. And he didn't say anything, but I realize now, like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to keep it and I'm going to get more Caleb stuff if I want, because why not? Unchain our wolf, literally. I've been taking a break from the game and I've just been watching movies. See, I love that. I love that that's what you've been doing and taking a break, because of this is just all so crazy and stress inducing. I want to pet Valko's wolf ears and pat his head. Me too. I started playing the game when Lingering Lust was happening, so I'm very confused. Like, what is happening? Naked, hot, wet men. That's what was happening. Yes, give money to small creators who matter and not the company who doesn't. Yes, there are so many creators out there that make fan-made merch and a bunch of other things. Support those people. Support them. You just checked Discord? That's crazy. I'm not sorry that that's in there. I'm not sorry. I have been playing Fields of Mystria in my free time, getting ready for 1.0, and playing some Pokopia. I really miss playing Love and Deepspace, but I was playing that so much more than my other games that now it feels nice to kind of go back to my roots as a gamer. You deleted the game today? I've yet to uninstall it, but I'm getting there. I'm getting to that point of, like, should I just uninstall it? Disgustingly creative, actually. I would do so much for Silas too. Same. Also, have you seen the Gotcha Goblin donation for sick children under Valko's name? I did see that. I thought that was very sweet. And for anyone that doesn't know, I am doing a 1.6K celebration stream on Saturday, August 15th for 6 hours, and all of the money will be donated to charities in Valko's name. So save that date on your calendar. Make sure you join us. I'm going to embarrass myself a lot. There's going to be live karaoke and all the money is going to go. All the money is going to go to Valko charities. So we're going to do the same thing. Exactly, had to uninstall after Valko incident because of the silence and all of the stress that it's been inducing. That's so fair. Yeah. I mean, do what you have to do to take care of yourself. Do what you have to do. What time is the stream? It starts at 9 a.m. Pacific, Unky. I think. It's in Discord and in a community post in case I just lied to you, but I think it was 9 a.m. My thinking was to start earlier because there will be ways for people to add more time to the timer. So I'm starting it sooner than later. I'm also nearing my wit's end to just delete the game. Valid, same. I mean, if you're not playing and not logging in, you can always re-download it. So August 15th, Saturday, August 15th is the date. I haven't played Fields of Mystria for a little bit. The people in your last stream saying the game glitched and they lost 6 months of gameplay scared me. I don't know who said that. I said I lost 10 hours worth of gameplay. There might have been people in there saying in general they've experienced losing 6 months of data for other games, but I think I was the only person in our group that experienced 10 hours of loss. But if it makes you feel better, Cat Lady, I've since played it a few times and I've not lost data. It's still kind of laggy though on PC. But if you have a Steam Deck, it runs great on Steam Deck. This is a must-watch for sure. Oh, shut up, Mr. Joy. I can be there for a bit at least. Please don't make me sing something stupid, Unky, please. Imagine the storage space on your phone after deleting it. See, that is like motivation enough to delete it, for real. I'm just gonna keep the game just for period cycles because I don't like the other period apps and the diamond pass. That's fair. Yeah, that is so fair. 10 hours of gameplay is a lot to lose. It was devastating. I had just, for anyone familiar with Fields of Mystria, I had finished the Mines quest, like the last Mines quest. And then when I loaded up my game again, all of that was gone and I was booted 10 hours in the past. And I'm redoing it all right now. I'm almost done with it again, but I had to redo all of it. So do be careful if you're going to play Fields of Mystria. You may as well also wait until 1.0 comes out on Wednesday and see how it goes. You might sing Tameless Territory for us. Tameless Territory is an option that can and will be sung in our celebration stream. And yeah, I don't want to give away too much, but there's a voice mod that's going to make it extra funny. Want to make a series of Love and Deep Space, but in my version with Valko, with technology versus magic trope. See, and there's a lot of people that are also taking to like fan fiction and stuff to get their fill because they're not getting it from the game, which is also valid. Once the time ends, I'm starting the boycott if they don't release Valko under 62 days. Is that what do you mean by once the time ends? Valko Nation Anthem for real. Oh, 62 days of your pass. Got it. That makes sense. Super chat song requests would raise more. Just a suggestion. There will be a list of pre-approved songs because I have to know the words to the song to sing it, but fortunately for all of you, I know all the words of Tameless Territory, so it's an option. There's a really cute baby wolf crochet pattern. I would love to see that. If you're in the Discord, feel free to share it there. Welcome back, Kaylee. Welcome back. Also, I love that I left this picture up for anyone who just came in and saw that I'm presenting a screen that says, "I love you, Daddy." You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Here's something I want to talk about just right quick because I've seen this floating around and it just pisses me off. There's a rumor going around where some people on different socials are saying this. Oh, you can't really see because it's small, but they're saying, hey, like we're in danger. We only have like a couple days to bring Valko back because there's infighting at Paper Games. The PR team is like not agreeing with the executive team, blah, blah, blah. Please don't believe these rumors. There's no credible source, and it's similar to the rumor that was circulating on July 9th, like before July 9th. It could be people that don't want Valko back in the game, just trying to do stuff to get a rise out of us. Just do me a favor and don't believe stuff unless there's a source and unless it's from Infold themselves. I've seen this going around a lot and we have no way of knowing if this is true. Yeah, it's BS. Please don't believe this. Yeah, I'm not believing those rumors. I just want to believe that Valko will return. That's the best way to think about it. Like, we can't just focus on the facts that are in front of us and use that to continue furthering our cause for what we're trying to accomplish, because that's all we can really do, and we will drive ourselves crazy if we speculate and listen to rumors and whatever. The rumors, yeah, it's always a few days. Like, no. No. They didn't say anything about Valko, so as far as I'm concerned, we continue to be loud about Valko. No, don't call yourself dumb for believing it. Emotions are high right now, and, you know, we all feel some type of way. So the important thing is, if you see something and you're not sure where it came from, ask, do you have a source for this? And if you get no response or the answer no, that's all you need to know, that it's not true. Yeah, and let's not give ourselves dates either. A lot of people are saying like September because of bullying laws and school. We just don't know. So it's better. My problem with the dates is it just feels like we move the goalpost further and further and further, and it hurts morale. And if it makes you feel like, oh my God, they're never going to do anything, then it's not helpful to set like a date metric. Yes, yeah, they're also trying to do things for scamming too. Agreed. Agreed. I haven't believed anything, be it positive or negative, which is so valid. Yeah, I mean, I said it at the top of stream and I'll say it again. Some of you might have found me through my Hope Core videos last month. I don't really have any Hope Core right now. My only Hope Core is that they haven't said anything yet, so I think we can continue to do what we've been doing and maybe get even louder. There are still things that haven't been explained, and I don't know what is going to happen with those things, but the hope I'm holding on to is that we stick together and continue to make our voices heard. I feel like that's all I can really say. Yeah, it's discouraging to give ourselves timelines for sure. I did see the posts about the animal abuse. Yeah, we talked about it in the members stream on Saturday. I need this venting for a little, and now I need to sleep to go to work tomorrow. Yeah, and part of why I wanted to do this stream was so we could all vent and just like get the feelings out there and then help us move on. Because I mean, like, this is still very fresh news. And if you're sitting there wondering like, oh my God, what do I even do? I'm still angry and upset. You don't have to do anything yet, you know? Like, let yourself feel your feelings and then move on and then do stuff with those feelings. But you need like a day or two to recuperate. Take it. Yeah, let's keep our hope onto Valko and ourselves. Exactly. And make sure you're taking care of yourselves too. I feel disappointed that I just found this game and all of this drama is making it hard to enjoy at times. Lady K, listen. I don't know when you found the game. I don't know if you were one of the people who said you found it during Lingering Lust, but I found it earlier this year. Like, I started playing in January, and I totally feel like I've barely been playing the game at all. I feel like I just got to a spot where I found a groove with the game, and I started streaming the game and making content around the game, and then this happened. So I totally get it. I totally get how it's like to feel like you're getting the rug pulled from under you, because that's what it feels like. You started on your birthday? Yeah, that's like a very recent time. I can't even imagine. I started 3 weeks ago. Yeah, there's so many new people who just joined. There were people who were about to join because of Valko, and that sucks too. I think we found a great source of strength right here. It's nice to be online with people going through similar frustrations. It is, yeah, and not every space out there is like a safe place where we can vent about these things because of how divided this fandom is, which I think is crazy. Because I just hate that like players are pitted against each other here. I just like, really, we all want things from Infold, and yet there's like people that don't want Valko and who are really upset that people are even bothered by the fact that a Caleb card came out in the middle of all this. But I think it's all about like perspective, and some people are lacking that perspective. I've been with lads since the pre-registration era. That's crazy. That's a long time. When I tell you, Seraphine, my wall is getting punched so much. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kaylee. It's definitely very emotional and painful. I feel a mix of emotions: hurt, sad, angry, upset with Valko and the Caleb card that no one wants. No offense to any Caleb mains. Yeah, I mean, I think majority of people here who wanted the card might not be pulling for it because they'd rather make a statement about wanting Valko more, myself included. And plus, like, cards like this rerun anyway, so it'll come back. I appreciate this community. Thank you. I'm so glad that it's a safe place for us to come and vent, and I wasn't planning on doing it tonight, but it felt too fresh for us not to talk about it. I was ready to be happy for any Caleb fans that were happy about his banner. You know, and like, that's the thing. I don't want anyone here who wants to pull on the card to feel bad for pulling on it. Like, you know, it's a game at the end of the day, and you have every right to go enjoy the game. And you have every right to spend your money however you want to spend your money. It's your prerogative, you know? I understand the disappointment over feeling as if it's a band-aid. Yeah, and that's valid too, because that's what it certainly feels like, because we all knew that Raphael's myth was supposed to be next, so that's what it feels like, I'm afraid. I think if Caleb is going to have a new card, it should be one of quality, and this one did not look like the good quality in comparison to other cards, in my opinion. I agree. Yeah, just watching the trailer kind of made me like, something feels off about it, so I agree. Seriously, today I spent way too much time reading comments, and I saw some disgusting comments by antis, even quote joking about Iranian people being bombed. Laura, I saw that too. And full transparency, as an Iranian American, that made me livid. Because how ridiculous is that? Between like the animal abuse stuff and then saying things like that like, oh, it looks like these people deserve another round of violence against them, is insane. That is just like crazy work. And I read some of the comments from people reacting to that, and it was like, same. Like, some people were like, I started playing Love in Deepspace to help me escape from stress about what's going on in my home country. And like, same. Not to get like political or anything, but like, as a person that comes from that side of the world, while I was born and raised in the States my entire life, I was playing Love in Deepspace to help me cope with what was going on in that side of the world. So like, seeing that just like boggled my mind. Like, how can you be so hateful? Like, where's your humanity? I don't understand. And yeah, that's exactly it, Nikki. Like, that's the kind of people that Infold listens to their feedback, which makes me personally further like, I don't really want to give you money, Infold, if that's what you're gonna do. It was way beyond acceptable, for sure. Yeah, I couldn't help but think like, where's your humanity in this? Thank you, Silas Gurley, for the subscription. I really appreciate that. We got new alerts too that I set up. Thank you so much for subscribing. I'm not Iranian, but I was livid too. I even apologized on behalf of those crazy people. Like you say, there's no humanity there, no empathy or nothing. Literally none. But I mean, I guess it tracks because they're the same people who would show hostility towards the developers of the game. They're the same kind of people that would post pictures of animal abuse. And I'm not surprised at all. It's just it's so disheartening that they can go on social media and say those things and like wish harm upon other people. Like the blatant racism is crazy. It's crazy. I feel so badly for the people of Iran who are trapped between our government and theirs. Lady K, same. I am very privileged that I grew up here in America, but like I still have family there, and it's all just terrible. They need to get their internet privileges revoked. Yeah, and like that's why too it's important if you see stuff like that to just report it and not engage with their posts, because we might accidentally boost posts like that. Toxic feathers flock together. Literally. Literally. People just don't know how to love anymore, and it's just not like video game situations like this. It's real life. Like, why would you say that? Yeah, there's always some kind of drama going on, literally. Which, like, makes this whole Valko thing feel more meta to me. Like, his song, I'm Howling for Love. There's like, where is the love? It's crazy. My heart goes out to you and your family, Joy. Thank you for saying that, Lady K. I appreciate that. Somebody needs to take their Wi-Fi access away and send them to bed early. Seriously, yeah. Yeah, and it's just not right to bring the animal abuse. That stuff was insane to me. I have to go into lurk mode, have to go downstairs to get ready to log into work. Love you all. Stay strong, everyone. And F racist. Thank you so much, Melissa. Have a wonderful lurk, and we love you back. And have a fantastic time at work. Yeah, it's all crazy. Island, no worries, no worries. I feel a bit tired and need to nap. No worries. Enjoy your nap, and thanks so much for hanging out. Even my middle school self wasn't this deranged. Seriously, like I just don't understand. I don't understand. Plus, even the stuff of them saying like 11-year-olds are playing this game and they spent X amount of dollars on Love and Deepspace. I'm sorry, but how do you not know what game your kid is playing? And why was it so easy for them to spend your money on the game? I don't like, my mom would have kicked my ass if I did something like that at 11 years of age. She would have kicked my ass. I don't understand. I don't understand. This may be off topic, but at the beginning, what kind of teacher were you? I was a high school English teacher. I was a high school English teacher for 5 years. And then I moved on into the technology space where I work from home now. And I made the change during COVID. So that's an era of my life that thankfully is over now, but like, yeah, I mean, I can tell you, I guess firsthand, I did witness kids doing stuff like this. That's insane. You're too nice to be one of those. I'm too nice to be a teacher. High school teens can be mean. They really were. They were mean. Yeah, I feel like I had worse experiences. I never taught middle school, but when I saw middle schoolers and did like student teaching stuff with them, I feel like they were worse. But yeah, they can be mean for sure. Like, ugh, my kid is running around hitting people. Those teachers need to teach them a lesson, parents. Yeah, literally, exactly that. Yeah. Enjoy your cake, Bubs. Thanks for hanging out. I used to have this running joke that one of my students actually started, where they asked me one time, would you rather your students love you or be scared of you? And I said, I want them to be scared of how much they love me. Turns out that was a really great classroom management strategy, because if they really love you, they would try their best not to do wrong by you. So anyway, I still left because of them at the end of the day. A lot of people are like, I didn't leave because of the kids. I left because of blah, blah, blah. I left because of them and the terrible pay, but mostly because it was just too stressful. So yeah, I'm like picturing what these kids are like that found their way into Love and Deepspace. And I'm sure their parents aren't having a good time with them. But like at the same time, how do you not know that they logged into an adult game and spent your money on it? I don't understand. I feel like you must have been such a good teacher because you're so gentle, patient, and adorable. Thank you, Laura, for saying that. I can't even recall what my own teaching days were like anymore, because I knew I had to get out, and I'm really glad that I did, but I did have some good memories there too, for sure. As someone who's played LAD since the pre-download of its release, today devastated me, and I used to find so much comfort in the game. I'm so tired, but I can't stop hoping we'll get Valko back. I'm so tired too. So are a lot of us in here, but I think you're thinking of it the right way. That we have to keep hoping and doing what we can, for sure. Now AI is teaching the children. Apparently there are some places that are teaching like how to use AI even, so I don't even know. Honestly, I think you would be the favorite teacher. It's possible for some I was. It's possible for some I was. I don't know. I was stressed out all the time, so I'm sure I had my moments where students were like, man, what is her problem? I hate her. I want Valko back so I can have him for when I sit down to study. Same. Also, I want him back so I can work out with him. I want him back so I can work out with him. As someone who's been bullied very early on at school, I can certify that children are terrifying. They really are. Nikki, kind of early, but I gotta go to bed. Stress got me tired, so it's time to dream of wolves. Nikki, thanks so much for hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, and we will see you again soon. Bye, Nikki. There was a program that says 7,000 for AI program bootcamp that pays for AI program boot camps. Oh my gosh, that's insane. I want a Valko IRL. I need him biblically. Me too. Me too. You want to work out with Valko too? His workout looked insane. It looked insane. Well, speaking of like Valko stuff, if you join our Discord and go to the Love and Deepspace channel, I pinned several comments today with instructions for one, how to create a Weibo account in case you don't have one or don't know how to set one up. And then two, some things that you can do with your Weibo account to boost what our CN sisters are doing over on Weibo. And this is one of them. This is a letter that they wrote. It's a demand to reinstate Valko, and they're asking us to share this letter anywhere that we can. And if you see posts on Weibo, to boost posts that have this letter on there. So join the Discord, look at the pinned comments in the Love and Deepspace channel if you want to make a Weibo account, and then follow the links to boost content that's already there to help our cause further. Caleb's mesmerizes me. Me too. His workouts, yeah, they mesmerize me too. I wouldn't manage his workouts because one, I'm weak, and that looks painful. It did look painful, for sure. Catch 22 for Valko would go hard. It would go hard and crazy. Yeah, that's one of the things I miss about playing, actually, is having my workout buddy and my work buddy, since I work from home. I used to prop Caleb up right here and just have him up while I did my work, and I miss that. I wasn't able to set up a Weibo account because I thought you needed a Chinese phone number. The instructions have ways for you to get the information that you need to verify your account. So it's like a graphic that someone put in the official Love and Deepspace channel that they asked us to spread around. So I've put it in our Discord. After being adopted and not fitting into my adopted family for years, still being treated bad for being disabled, Anime and Lads has helped me get through it. And all the Black Sheep lads without Valko, it's disheartening. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Yeah, like this game has been people's comfort and escape. And it's hard to watch it kind of fall apart like this. So I can only imagine. But yeah, join the Discord, check out the Weibo instructions. There's other things that I pinned for different comments and things you can go boost or comment on if you're not sure what you can do right now. There's also a pinned comment with all of Infold's email addresses. So if you want to send them an email or send them this letter and maybe add some of your flavor to it, you can do all of that too. Doing a morning run with Caleb, doing it inspires me to do it. That's so real. That is so real. Yeah, see, as someone who goes through depression, Lads was my safe space. Same. Michelle, welcome in. I made it to the live. Welcome. I do hope that Infold takes how seriously we in the community are with Valko, and that we will still be howling for the Valko fandom and for love. I hope so too. Whatever is happening there right now, whether they're purposely being quiet for whatever reason, or they have to be quiet because their lawyer told them to or whatever, I just want you to know that if you're feeling like, hey, the crazy people got a response in 3 days after poo-pooing on Valko, and we have been doing charities in his name for a month and spreading positive content about him for a month and doing the letters for him, and we haven't gotten any response. If you're feeling like that and that sucks, that's valid, because we've been working hard despite all of like the craziness of our busy lives and whatever you might be doing outside of all of this. We've been doing a lot, and to not have any kind of acknowledgement sucks. No matter what that reason is from Infold's side, I don't want to defend them. I don't want to defend a $1 billion company, okay? So it sucks. Your words are what I'm thinking. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. I feel like some people might be thinking it and don't want to say it, so I'll say it. The good people aren't running the world. Who would have guessed? Not me. Not the poo-poo players. I censored myself. Did you like that? Zion T Gaming, welcome in. Just praying hard for the Quixie Festival in the 19th of August for Valko to be an unexpected guest. I just have to imagine it's easier to keep him in that banner than to delete him. I have to imagine that as a girly that works in corporate tech, I just have to imagine that that's the easier option, Infold. Plus, we all know how much of a buggy ass mess the game is right now. So, like, hiding Valko, there's bugs and glitches everywhere. Imagine what it would be like if they remove him from the multi-banner. I don't even want to know. That was hilarious. I'm really glad. I did hear that some of the antis called it malicious donations. I did hear about that. I've also heard them say things like, yeah, the pro Valko people think that they're like better than everyone. Listen, I do not think I am better than anyone. I do not think that I am holier than thou. But I do think that we act out of love and kindness by doing things like the Letters for Valko and the charities, of which we had gained no benefit from other than trying to make Valko's name trend positively, which hasn't worked anyway, from what we can see right now. And we are not the same people that are okay with animal abuse and with saying things like this group of people should be bombed or whatever. So maliciously donates harder because we did better. Exactly. Joy get a new tech job and her boss is Valko? That would be the dream. That would be the dream. Mr. Joy might have questions about that, but it would be my dream. It'd be my dream. Midnight Audio Games, hello, welcome in. Yeah, it makes me want to donate more too. Seriously. Makes me want to donate more too. And that is one thing that we should feel proud of as a community, because no matter what happens with the Valko situation, all of those charities we donated to and all of those causes that we helped, no one can take that away from us. At the end of the day, we did that in Valko's name, and that will always be true. So no one can take that away from us. I saw petition is still at 251,000, but it's slow, but it shows that people care. For sure, yeah. It does show that people care. You know we win it all in the end, right? This is true, yeah. This is true. I was telling the members on Saturday that we are on the right side of history because we are not acting out of hate at all. We are just trying to have a character released in the game so that the story can continue as it was intended. That's it. That's all we're trying to do. And we're not trying to make it more complicated than that. Whatever happened, Valko still changed the world for the better. Literally. I saw a Reddit post. I think I put this in our Discord, but I saw a Reddit post where someone said that their male therapist who hates video games asked her during their session, "Have you heard about the Valko Space Wolf situation?" Like, that's so funny. That's so funny that it's permeating all of these spaces. Like, and I love that. So yes, his name is being spread everywhere, and that's fantastic. I'm here to be sad with people who get it. Juno, welcome in. Welcome in. We're all sad right now, so you're in good company. We're trying to let Infold be Infold, and their fear of stepping into that space is their own, but I am throwing down the gauntlet. Not off. Literally. It took 3 months for them to address Infinity Nikki, so it's going to take about that time or longer for them to figure it out. Yeah, I agree. I think marathon, not a sprint. Marathon, not a sprint. And I said it in my community post too. It's chess, not checkers, unfortunately. We have to show Infold that we're still howling for love. Yeah. And you know what? If that means to help continue to have like morale for people, if that means every week we do this stream once a week where we talk about Valko and we end it with listening to Tameless Territory, I will do that. I will use this platform, no matter how small it is, to just keep doing that, because I don't know about you guys, but when I'm left to my own devices, I will go on my phone and sometimes doom scroll the news. And that's just like, I hate that. And I'm very bad at not doing that. But if that's what we're doing, like, we're all going to get exhausted. And this is a much healthier outlet to come and talk about it. So that's what we got to keep doing. That's what we're going to keep doing. We have all the time, but does Infold? That's their funds that are lost. Oh yeah, who knows? Who knows if they have the funds? I have no idea, but I do know that for anyone who's able to continue hurting them where it hurts the most, their wallet, please keep doing it, you know? And like I said earlier, don't feel bad if you're excited about the Caleb card and you want to pull on it. It's a game, you know? Enjoy the game at the end of the day. Enjoy the game. Other people will hold the fort down. And that's just, you know, if that's the way it has to be, then that's the way it has to be. I've axed most of the news out of my life. Honestly, that's goals. That is goals. I believe that Valko will come back, not because I have high hopes, but because my hopes are low. But I cannot imagine a company wanting to waste resources, let alone more resources. Same. Yeah, like corporate tech girly thinking here. I can't imagine that they would just be okay with throwing that all away. Plus, the game is only 2 years old. I feel like at some point they will have to release Valko anyway, because I can't fathom how the game will run for a long time without them introducing new love interests and attracting new players. Like, to me, that's just basic math and basic business. So yeah, they are developing a new game, so they will need the funds. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the game's too young for this. Caleb mains are also offended, so I personally don't want to encourage anyone to log in, no matter how much they like Caleb's card. I love him, but Infold is being disrespectful. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm a Caleb main. I am a Caleb main, and I do not plan on pulling. I haven't logged in for a month, and I'm not gonna. But I also, like, I don't want anyone to feel bad about themselves if they choose to log in and pull. Hopefully it's like with enough diamonds you already have and you're not paying real money. But again, like, it's a game. It's a game and it's your money and you can do what you want, you know, while also accepting the truth that one of the best things we can do is not give Infold our money right now. So at the end of the day, it's a personal choice. It's a personal choice. I just flung my fidget toy. It's a personal choice, but no judgment or hate or shame here. I love Caleb. Yeah, and the card will rerun eventually. This is true. I joined for Caleb and I'm not logging in. I don't judge anyone, but this one I'm sitting out. Same. And so that's what gives me hope, is that there's so many people who are willing and able to sit it out, that if there's a couple of people who like really, you know, can't and they want to pull on this card, I still think it'll be okay. Yeah, I want them to know I still have interest in the game and want them to keep working on it. Yeah, and that's where being like vocal, you know, and responding to their posts and stuff is helpful too. I look at it this way. I uninstalled because of the Valko situation. I might not be playing lads now, but I still have my Zane and next year my Valko service dog in real life, and I can snuggle with and be okay. That's such a good way to look at it. Yeah, it is. And, you know, silver linings, right? I love Caleb, but I'm also a Valko girly, so no, I will not pull. Same. Give me my wolf and you can have your money. I'm all harem whale and that's willing to pay for 6. Same. Honestly, like, I'm willing to pay for any card that I think I will like at the end of the day. So, yeah, give us Valko. Again, our bottom line is just that we want Valko because He was always meant to be in the story, and we want the story the way that it was intended to be, not some weird, watered down version without him. And like, just to be so for real, we were teased with Valko. We all got excited and we all got hot and bothered, and then you took him away from us. And that's like, no, that's not okay. Yeah, I support everyone's right to have their feelings. Exactly. Yeah. Everyone has a right to their feelings for sure. And remember that there's not only one right way to boycott anything. So that's why I always say do what you can and do what you're able to do. I love this community as a place to vent because I cried the whole day. Big hugs to you, Kaylee. Big hugs. I don't respect games who disrespect their artists and creators. Heavy on that, because literally, guys, I can't stop thinking about Valko's creative team, and I can't stop thinking about the VAs behind Valko either, because I'm sure they all worked so hard to bring this character to life. And I will never respect higher ups who make these decisions that hurt people's careers like this. Just never. Hot and bothered, I just wheezed. Sounds about right. They did get us all hot and bothered. Valko literally said we were probably in a your mine sort of dynamic, and then you took him away from us? Like, don't do that. Don't do that. That's not cool. Yeah, and it's hard to respect games that disrespect their community as well, for sure. Yeah. My friend is probably so fed up with me yapping about Valko in DMs and sending them stuff I find. Poor Mr. Joy. Poor Mr. Joy. I wake up and the first thing I say is Valko, and then I tell him to howl for love with me. And then I yap his ear off about Valko until I come on live so that I can yap to you all about Valko. And the poor man just listens and smiles and talks to me about it. But on the inside, he's probably like, shut up. Like, I know, Joy, but shut up. Poor Mr. Joy. He's not gonna ask if we're in heat, is he? Maybe. He's basically your Silas. He really is my Silas. This is true. Mr. Joy is definitely the kind of guy who takes my lead on stuff. And I love him for that, but I feel bad that I yap his ear off and that I text him constantly about Valko. I even tell him to awoo. I tell my husband to awoo for me and say that he's howling for love. And he does. He does. Yeah, just letting you chat his ear off, absorbing it all, I know. And I'm not like... I don't like hold normal conversations. I'm all grumpy and angry when I talk to him. He gets that side of me. By the time you guys get me, I've calmed down and I talk more civil, but he gets the crazy, like I march up to him and yell about stuff. Anyone in here still married to a husband who's like Mr. Joy? Set to the last stream to divorce time. Mr. Joy is my ride or die. He's my ride or die. Can I send the waterproof XO2 hand that I found on Instagram to the Discord? You absolutely can. You can. I've been doing that to a friend of mine, yapping at her about Valko. Homie, I don't know if you're still in here, but poor homie, I DM homie every day about the Valko situation because I need someone that's not my husband to talk to. Gotta love a man that takes direction. Mr. Joy is the best at that. He's the best. I've cried to my husband many a time for the past month about Valko. Shout out to all the green flag husbands and boyfriends and partners out there that are letting us vent about this situation, because y'all are our safe space too. Y'all are our safe space too. Every woman needs a man who loves every aspect of her. Agreed. 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 One time, I told Mr. Joy, you agreed to marry me in sickness and in health. And then I showed him a picture of Caleb shirtless, and I said, this is my sickness. And he was like, you're right. You're right. I did agree to doing that. So we have an understanding. No matter how dark, exactly. Off topic, but lads topic. Who's your top 6 lads? In order? I feel like for me, it's Caleb, Valko, even though we didn't meet him. Caleb, Valko, Silas, Raphael. And then I feel like Zane and Xavier are tied for me. In sickness and in health and in Valko. Exactly, yeah. Funny story, my husband, totally unprovoked, started talking about this crazy otome drama that he heard about. He doesn't know I play lads, and my poker face was epic, to say the least. That's so funny. That is so funny. I love that. My husband apparently has been telling his coworkers about the Valko stuff. And one of them has a daughter who plays lads. And I guess she called her daughter and she was like, did you hear about the Valko situation? And the daughter had heard about the Valko situation. Yeah, I'm fed up too. I'm fed up too, Kaylee. You posted the XO2 in general? Cool. I'll definitely make sure I check it out after stream. Zane was top for me and then Caleb, but I had a feeling that Valko would top it. I was so excited for Valko. I just know that I would love everything about him. The way MC giggled, please. Please. I miss it too. Me too. Raphael, probably Valko, Zane, Caleb, Silas, and Xavier for me. Infold's getting the boot onto the blacklist by global VA industry because Infold's risks to the global VA jobs can end up like Valko, whether you're a VA, a developer, etc. The company is now a high risk to avoid. I mean, honestly, if they're gonna mismanage situations like this, then I guess that's the consequences of your actions. That's the consequences of your actions. You reap what you sow, ho. What do I say to that? Different gamer groups colliding because of the Valko drama. Who could have thought? I know. I will say one thing that I found interesting and validating is I've come across many people that play Love and Deepspace, and I've also learned that they play games like Fields of Mystria, and it made me excited because I'm like, I play games like Fields of Mystria and Love and Deepspace, and we have other shared interests beyond just this game. So I don't know, whatever happens, I guess at the end of the day, if the game brought us together, I'll take that too. Val actually stole my heart from Silas. Never thought that would happen, but Val is just, love everything about him. I love Silas too. I agree. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm a Caleb main through and through, but I know Valko would just be right there with him. Yalia, hello, welcome in. Zane speaks to the control freak in me, but Silas encourages me to let loose, so I like them for different reasons. See, and that's also another part of why more love interests are important in an otome game, because you can date multiple men. That's the beauty of this game. They don't care. They don't care that you're dating multiple of them. They don't care. That's why. The more the merrier. Give me more men. That's all I want. I've been looking at male Gunner game reviews as of recent, and they are also facing mayhem, so now I'm weirded out. What is happening in the gacha space? That weirds me out too. That weirds me out too. I would not have seen that coming. I like them all, but Silas and Zane is my main. Caleb and Raphael be sneaking in sometime. I was waiting to see where Valko's gonna be for me. I mean, I like them all as well. This is true. This is true. I'm sure Valko would shake up so many people's dynamics for sure. Yeah, this is why I love this game. It's not just a game. It lets us explore why we even want each archetype. Yeah, exactly. Gacha space is being hit heavily because of Infold. I mean, yeah. That doesn't surprise me if like their actions have put gacha as a genre under the microscope in general. That wouldn't surprise me one bit, honestly. All right, I'm gonna come back here. I followed someone who first did videos on Baldur's Gate 3, and then when they kept talking about lads, I joined. They haven't made any posts since Valko got canceled, sadly. Oh no, I hope they're okay. I hope they're okay. Everyone is suffering. Truth. 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 It was the precedent being set that companies can just do whatever. Yeah, it really was. It really was. And I really hope I don't know. I mean, I hope this is not the precedent that we set. I hope this is not the new bar for gacha games, let alone an otome gacha game. I really hope not. That really is an adorable transition. You like it? I'm so glad you like it. It was all to be unveiled during Fields of Mystery Day, but you know what? This was more important. They finally do a nature-loving character like me and then remove him. It was very refreshing having someone like Valko. Very, very refreshing to have somebody like Valko, for sure. I have a question. Before I sign off to go eat dinner, should we listen to Tameless Territory and do our awooing in the chat? I feel like that's how we need to just end stream these days, is we just have to listen to Tameless Territory, get our spirits up, and then we reconvene. We reconvene. Yes, to manifest. Exactly. Yes. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of yeses. So let me find it. And then we'll do that. Did you have to ask? I wanted to be sure. Howl for his freedom. Yes, literally. Okay. I'm gonna find the video again because I like looking at him, you know? I like looking at him. Where did I post it? There it is. Okay. All right. I have it pulled up. Oh no, don't start yet. Don't start. Okay, going back to this scene. Have a wonderful dinner. Wishing everyone here a beautiful night and hugs of support to all the lads, girlies on the live stream and support as we come together for Valko. For Valko, best wishes and good health to all. That's so sweet of you, Gigi. We appreciate that. And we wish the same for you too. All right, everyone. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn this on. I'll turn up the music and then I'm gonna hide myself. You can get the full freaking effect. And then I want to make sure this. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure you can see the whole screen. And now you can. All right. Do your thing. A woo in the chat. If you're a member, you can spam our Valko emotes. You can also use chocolate, the wolves, everything. If you're not a member, obviously you can use regular wolf emotes, chocolate, whatever you want to use. Spam the chat. I don't care. A woo your heart out, okay? Can you pin the playlist if I repost it, please? Yes. Yes, I can.
Trespassing on someone else's hunting ground. That's not very nice. This is what you left behind? You honestly thought I wouldn't settle the score. Hello? Family reunion? Pass. Tell Auntie, Cousin, Grandma I said hi. I'm entertaining a friend. Doesn't matter who gets sent. Now come at me! You think you can be a wolf just by wearing our skin? Too bad your scent gave you away.
I know, he's so yummy, right?
I don't like having weaknesses, but I'm not afraid of them. This is my territory. Chasing me around is basically asking for trouble. Locking onto our prey.
Take this!
Embrace the fear of being hunted.
We make a good team.
Isn't it a little too late to be scared at this point? Here's our chance.
We'll be taking this opportunity.
I like prey that fights tooth and nail to the end. But there's nowhere left to run. Welcome to my private research facility. In nature, seekers of the same prey are enemies. A deal? Why should I accept it? Proof of my sincerity. Wear it, and everyone who pledges their loyalty to me will follow you as well. Nifty, right? Once you step out, you're the protagonist of the story.
Are you ready? Are you ready to a woo in the chat?
You and I have to fight
I want
for
to
our
see you
kin
spam.
until death
I want
itself
to see you
comes
spam it with emotes.
Only an
Do your
enemy.
thing.
Are you insane? We'll stay with you until the end. Look, I was trying to help. Your son. You're already dancing with a wolf. What's more dangerous than that? Cheap shots don't prove a damn thing. It's time for a test. You're the one who's scared. Now when you're with me.
He's perfect. He's so
Finally.
perfect.
Interesting prey.
After them, Valko.
Oh, what a wolf in less clothing.
Trap.
A one
Time to hunt. They're dying by bite. I smell an opening. Let's see this pickable. Stay awake. Blood's boiling.
How about a wolf without
I like it.
clothing?
Oh, now we're cooking. Smell it, open it.
All right. Well, we did it. We did it. Thank you for howling for love. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Hi. Okay, let me pop back over here. I love his personality. Me too. His laugh is everything. He's so handsome. Honey, same. I know. I love that torn clothing variant too. It's not torn enough, for sure. It's not torn enough. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me. I hope this was a little helpful just to vent and be around a community of other people, just like be together. Thank you, Zion T Gaming. I will take a look. I appreciate that. I will be back on Wednesday. I'm actually off work the rest of the week after tomorrow. So I will be back on Wednesday to play Fields of Mystria 1.0. I intend to stream for a long time that day since it's the 1.0 launch. We also have a Valko stream planned for that night too. So Wednesday night, we'll do this again. We'll check in, see how everyone's doing. If anything new has happened, we'll obviously cover it there together. And then I'll be back every day for the rest of this week through Friday. Including Friday, we're going to do our Caleb Stardew Valley run. So if you want to be here for that, make sure you join the Discord. Best way to get notified of when I go live. And I will see you there. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Have a great rest of your time zone wherever you are. And I'll see you soon. Bye.